I gotta go to church first. Motherfucking Kojima. This is the last turbo cycle. Oh shit, it's green? Let's look at it. Is it gonna work flying? Or is it gonna give us trouble? The spare turbo cycle hasn't been painted, but that doesn't affect its locomotive functions. Take a careful look, please. This vehicle can only be used for another 3 hours. Why would you say that? Well, I guess because we might actually get nuked. The parking lot has become rather lonely. We and this turbo cycle are the only things here. Let's hurry to the church. Can I talk? Can I use the video phone? No? Oh, son of a bitch. Investigating the turbo cycle. It appears quite safe. It hasn't been tampered with. There's nothing to worry about. I detect nothing unusual. Gillian, let's go! I want to double check. I don't read any motion. You and I are the only ones here. Gillian, let's go! There's no one here, and it's very quiet. Gillian, there's no time to be, Did that say... dwindling? Dawdling, okay. I'm blind. I'm blind, viewers. Alright, let's, go to church. Alright, now boarding the turbo cycle. Let's go pray to Jesus. Even though... it doesn't make sense, since, you know, Soviet Union is... they're kinda godless. Kinda don't... they kinda don't care about religion. Probably even, think that religion is whack. Not anymore, though. Russia's surprisingly pretty religious, even after the fact that communism is a thing. I guess that didn't have any influence, which is very interesting. We've boarded the turbo cycle. Where would you like to go? Of course, I know the answer to that question. We don't even have an option. The illusion of choice? The illusion of choice? Nice job, Kojima. Nice fucking job! Alright, let's go to church.
I've input the map data on the Kremlin's locations. Lift off.
Probably gonna be the last time we're gonna use this turbo cycle, huh?
Flight configuration. Now gaining altitude.
Oh shit!
Jamie, please be safe.
Gillian, please keep in mind that we're working with a strict time limit.
A 50-year debt in 3 hours. Snow!
Snow 9, to be specific. We've entered the Snow 9 region. Please put on your breathing filter. Direct inhalation is dangerous.
All right.
Radio transmissions will also be impossible from this point on. Understood? Now descending. Conversion to hover configuration complete. Gillian, we've arrived.
Damn, the music again. So Snow 9 only affect communications. Doesn't actually work like an electromagnetic disruption or anything, which is weird. But whatever. Actually, it's not weird. No, never mind. It's not weird. It actually makes a lot of sense. Like something that would sabotage your communication doesn't necessarily have an electromagnetic disruption. Yeah, I'm going all jogging on your asses there, viewers. Let's go ahead and head to and exit the cycle. Can I actually go back to Junker HQ? I don't know. After all, there's only the two of us against who knows how many snatchers. Gillian, are you trying to run away? What's wrong? Show some courage, goddamn. Show some balls. Gillian, are you trying to run away? Where do you think you're going, Gillian? What's wrong? Show courage. Damn. I'm not a yellow. Let's go. Ho! We've arrived at the church. Hallelujah. Wow, now I know why they call it their Kremlin. It's not red, though. It's raining snow 9. Hallelujah. It's raining snow 9. Hey, hey. Look at the building. It's a very old church. It appears quite a resemblance to St. Basil's Cathedral. It does not. No doubt they thought the same thing. The building may be patterned after a traditional Russian church. It's quite old. A church in Japan, though. Very interesting. Especially in like a, I don't know what kind of church is this. Is it like a Christian church in Japan? Japan are now big fans of, you know, of religions. I think most of Japan's are not that religious, but there's like, they're not religious, but they're spiritual, which is, it's definitely an Asian thing. Something that I would, like, it doesn't make sense if you say it, like, you cannot be religious, but you can be spiritual, which, it would make sense if you have some sort of interaction with the way of, with the way that people, you know, if you have some interaction with an Asian culture, deeply rooted Asian culture, which is interesting. It's very interesting. It appears to be snow, but it's actually snow 9. Try to avoid inhaling any of it directly. It's pollen, and therefore much finer than snow. Is that so? Look at the area. It's surrounded by a large grove of tall cedar trees? Is that cedar or cider? Cedar? Cedar? What's cedar? This is likely to keep just about anybody away. Given the season, a few Christmas lights would really liven up the scene. They don't care about Christmas. The surroundings conceal the church from all but area surveillance. Alright, investigate the building. The building is about 50 years old. 50 years old? But appears very well maintained. So where's the entrance? On the front side of the building. I mean, why would you ask that? It's very apparent from the goddamn picture. Stupid ass Gillian. Acid rain has seriously damaged many of the building's sculptures. Acid rain. Acid rain is a name of a move for Li Chaolan in Tekken. He has a move that's called Acid Rain. It's pretty good. This is definitely Snow 9. It's hard to believe that this much of it is present right here in the city. Like, how is it fluttering in the air? Who's actually dropping this whole snow? Or is it because of, you know, because there's a lot of it and, you know, and gales and air is gonna carry all of that. It still doesn't make sense. It still doesn't make sense. Investigate the area. A sensor scan reveals that a tube line or tunnel passes directly underneath this area. Well, that's no surprise. Looks like we've got the right place. I want to investigate before I actually go inside. There's nothing in the area besides this church. Motion detector? I'm not showing anything out of the ordinary. You mean you're not seeing anything? Or it's not, I'm not reading anything at all. Well, I guess it does make sense. I'm not showing. It does make sense. Yeah, I'm not gonna correct your English this time, game. I'm not picking up any large movement signals. Large movement. What about small movement? Listen. The only sound is that of the wind. Goddamn, Sega CD isn't capable of actually making wind sounds or gale sounds. The whole area is exceptionally quiet. Just us and the wind. That's all I can hear. The wind is pushing me. It's perfectly quiet. I need to play Dragon's Dogma. Yeah, as of this recording, viewers. As of this recording. Have a nice day. Still haven't played Dragon's Dogma. Even though he really wants to play it. And that game, I think that game came out in 2012. I don't know when the PC version came out though, because I was actually waiting for a PC version to come out, which I think Capcom said something about, we're not gonna make a PC version. It's really hard to make a PC version, and lo and behold, at the end they released a PC version, and the port is exceptionally good. It's an extremely well done port because they're still using the MT framework engine, which is I've always been really good on PC. Like the game, you can actually run the game on high refresh rates, and the game looks exceptionally good. So I can't wait to actually play that game. Hopefully, one day, viewers, one day. Yeah, I guess if you ask me in the comments if I still haven't played Dragon's Dogma or not, just to be sure. And we'll see. If I play it, is it gonna be a really good game to let's play, or is it gonna be a good game to stream? I actually don't know. I'm probably gonna have to play a little bit of it before I come to that conclusion. We'll see. Just us and the wind. That's all I can hear. Alright, viewers, up next, we're gonna head inside. We're gonna do some praying. Might ask for forgiveness. Well, except asking for forgiveness. Well, by asking for forgiveness, I mean we're gonna blow some snatchers up. Oh yeah. Alrighty, everyone. Let's go ahead and head inside.
Alright, now opening the door.
What's wrong? Won't open?
I've scanned it, and it's not locked. It is probably rusted into place.
Not surprising. After all, our friends always go in and out through the basement.
Well, I guess.
Let's push it together.
All right.
You're really little. You cannot do anything.
3.
Well, I guess that did it. What's this? Ooh, the music. It would appear to be some kind of a chapel for the Snatchers. Are you telling me those things pray? To whom, Jesus? Can't you see the, crosses everywhere? No doubt to their creator. That portrait on the wall is probably a representation of him. What the? Who the hell is that guy? Liquid Snake? Let's look around. Oh, look at the portrait. Who the hell is this guy? This person is no doubt the one the Snatchers worship as their creator. This guy. Isn't that random? Huh? Not really, no. It doesn't look like random to me. One moment, I'll compare the picture with my data on random. While the facial bone structure of the individual in the portrait is nearly identical to that of random, a positive identification is impossible, as the picture is not a photograph. That just looks too much like him to be a coincidence. It really doesn't, at least for me. Was Random the third? The third person? Did he live? Maybe Random was the third person sleeping in the cryo station with both Gillian and Jamie. Now that you mention it, the person in the portrait does look like Random Hajil. Random Hajili? Look at the chairs. These are the chairs for worshippers in the chapel, no doubt. There is no covering of dust. They appear to be used regularly. Look at the area. Everything is nice and orderly. It's as if the pre-collapse Soviet Union has been recreated here. Soviet Russia didn't. Well, I guess they did later in the era. Well, you know, return to their origin, you know, with you know, being majority of them being from the Orthodox Church. The decoration do not appear to be those of a church. Let me listen. The whole area is exceptionally quiet. So have they already left for the summit? All of them? How many of them? How many of them is there? It's perfectly quiet. Just us and the wind. That's all I can hear. Damn, even inside? Even inside, I guess. Alright, let's investigate inside, or let's investigate the portrait. Something is written in the painting. The creator, Madnar. This is Madnar? Definitely doesn't look like him. So this is Professor Madnar. The one the Snatcher was talking about, eh? Why is he pronounced Modnar, though? I think his name was M-A-D-N-A-R. Maybe this one here isn't the same as Madnar from Metal Gear? I'll probably have to double check that if he's the case, if he's actually connected to Metal Gear or not. You know, speaking of Metal Gear, by the way, viewers, I do have a recorded streaming session of Metal Gear Solid 2. Not Metal Gear Solid 2. Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, the MSX game. For those who are interested in that game. And I actually, like, even though it's a really old game, you know, most of these games that I play, especially the old ones, sometimes they can be hard to recommend for people that never been around in the era. Now, I'm not saying that people, you know, that are, you know, born later in the years, that they weren't around when these games released. They're not gonna get into them, but I understand that sometimes people like cannot go back to, you know, to older visuals and whatnot, and even like some older mechanics. Not necessarily dated, but I'm gonna say older, and just plain older. But Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, this is a game that I actually recommend anyone that is interested in the Metal Gear series. That game is exceptionally good. It's really, really good. It's a really, really good game. And, you know, don't sleep on it. Definitely don't sleep on it. And I do have it recorded, you know, I've recorded I've archived my streaming sessions of it, and it's a really good game. It's definitely a better game to play than follow, but it's a Metal Gear game through and through, viewers, with codecs, like interesting dialogue, interesting twist. Even the gameplay is really fun. Like the gameplay is very, very basic, similar to Metal Gear Solid, the first Metal Gear Solid on the PlayStation 1. Very a basic gameplay, even though I would probably say that the level design is might be actually better than Metal Gear Solid 1, to be honest. So yeah, I recommend people actually looking into it if they have the chance. You can actually play the game if you have access to the HD collection of the Metal Gear Solid games that came out on the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360. I don't know if they released these games on the newer generation of consoles, PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. So I really don't know about that, but if you have the chance, by all means, get that game and play it. It's especially if you're interested in the Metal Gear Solid games. It's a really good one, so don't sleep on it. The one the Snatcher was talking about, eh? Yeah, we're still talking about Mapnor. It appears to be a portrait of that person. Based on the condition of the paint and canvas, I would say that this portrait was painted over 50 years ago. Everything is linking to 50 years ago. Investigate the chairs. There are a number of scratches on the surface. They're almost certainly caused by the Snatchers. A very heavy object appears to have been placed here. It is structurally damaged. Fat-ass Snatchers. Investigate the area. It's all very organized, almost inhumanly so. There's another room further back. The decorations do not appear to be those of church. Oh, I wanted to investigate, actually. I guess we can actually continue to the other room now, since now we have the option. There's no litter or garbage anywhere. It's almost too clean. Too clean? How can something be too clean? Motion detection. I am not showing anything out of the ordinary. I'm not reading anything at all. Yeah, I'm not gonna do the voice acting for Metal Gear all the time, viewers. Come on, bro. Still can't use. Oh, I can use a video phone. All right, that's cool. I cannot get a clear. Never mind. I cannot get a clear channel in the area. No transmission is possible. Snow 9 causing the trouble? Snow 9 levels are very high here. So there's no way to call in any reinforcements, eh? I'm afraid that's about the size of it. But what about the video phone call from Jamie? That's actually pretty... Actually a good question. If they had Snow 9 there, how the hell did they manage to transmission that video call? No doubt they called used a very high-powered transmitter of some kind. Ah. No transmission can be made from this area at all. So, we might be able to find, that, you know, that high-powered transmitter somewhere inside, huh? Alright, let's continue in the back. Now moving into the back room. Ka-shing, ka-shing, ka-shing. Son of a motherfucking bitch. Snatchers. Uh-oh. Look at them all. I'm not picking any energy readings. They're all deactivated. In some kind of a suspension mode. That's a lot of snatchers. Holy. So this is their warehouse, eh? There must be a few hundred of them here. We're screwed. They continue all the way back. Still, this doesn't look like a factory to me. I wonder if they can actually manufacture them. If that's even a possibility. Maybe they cannot do that at the moment. Look at the snatchers. This guy's gonna turn on us, right? These are endostructures which have yet to have the artificial skin installed. The bone sizing devices and skull sets are the bone sizing devices and skull slits are all still set to the smallest sizes. So their victims haven't been chosen yet. They're all just waiting their turn. They almost look like as if they could spring to life at any moment, yep. If this many snatchers were to all start moving at the same time, there's little we could do. I mean, they would definitely try and snatch Gillian. At least one of them. They almost look like blah 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 blah. Look at the area. There seems to be a number of containers stocked up in the back of the room. What's inside these containers? There's nothing of interest beside the containers. Something is written on the floor. These are numbers. It appears to be Russian characters from about 50 years ago. What? Are you telling me that the Russian language also got extinct? I mean, well, I guess the letter to the right is definitely Russian, but yeah, the other one to the left looks like an A, like a normal A that you find in many languages. It appears to be Russian characters from about 50 years ago. Let me listen actually before I do anything. The whole area is exceptionally quiet. Well, this area too. Yeah, let's go ahead and check on the containers. What about the size of these containers? The volume of these containers would be just perfect for shipping one of these snatchers. This is no doubt how they got here. Someone was shipping them in. How? And why here in Japan, New Kobe, to be exact. These endostructures were all shipped here in these containers. Mother Russia will rise again! Is that it? Is that the plot? A motion detector? I'm not showing anything out of the ordinary. All of that, and this is nothing out of the ordinary. Not reading anything at all. Alright, let's investigate the snatchers. None of these snatchers appear damaged. All they need is their energy packs. The gender units have yet to be installed, however. Gender units? No D? Yeah. Snatcher with no D, goddamn. They're preserved in excellent condition. It appears they undergo regular maintenance. Investigate the area. I do not see any tools or equipment for maintaining anything in the area. This room would appear to be just a storage area. Unlike the chapel, there are some scraps and dust on the floor here. Not completely clean. Investigate the container. There's some kind of a label here. 23rd Siberian Investigative Force. The SIF. Siberian Investigative Force. It would appear that the Snatchers were brought to Neo Kobe from the Siberian Neutral Zone. Neutral Zone? It seems that the Investigative Force have been responsible for the shipping the Snatchers. Why would they expose themselves like that? Is that written in Russian or something? In other words, the Investigative Force has been snatched, just like when they found us. Oh, that's something that they might have actually done. Maybe the Snatchers did something there in Siberia, or in the Siberian Neutral Zone. I see. So the Siberian Investigative Forces bringing the Snatchers out of Siberia and into storage here. I think you're right, Middle. And then the Snatcher just wait here in storage to be reactivated and adjusted after their victims are selected. A rather efficient system. I wonder where the actual snatching takes place. The back part of this room may hold the answer to that question. Oh. There's a room at the back, huh? There's a room at the back. These containers were definitely brought out of Siberia. I can detect traces of containments unique to the region on the containers. Alright, the only thing that we can do is just continue forward. Oh, well, I guess I can check if we can still use transmission here. No, I guess we can. Yeah, let's continue on. Are you ready, Gillian? Now heading for the room farther back. What the? The Snatcher's culturing room. This is where they actually, you know, put in the scan on the Snatchers. The mechanism is operating. Let's listen. There's no sound except for the soft bubbling of the liquid in the cylinders. Use the video horn. Yep. We'd have to leave the area first. Really? Maybe there's a way for us to disable Snow 9. I don't think so. Probably gonna have to use the high-powered transmitter. Look at the cylinders. Gillian, there are Snatchers with their artificial skin already installed here. These units are nearly ready to perform a complete snatch. Look at the snatch process.
This is where they fuse the artificial skin onto the Snatcher's endostructure. First, they adjust the size of the still skinless Snatcher to the size of the individual who is to be snatched. The Snatcher's overall shape and size can be adjusted by expansion or contraction of sizing rods. Their sex is controlled by gender units, which are installed at this point. Then, the face is modified to match the intended victim by adjusting the size of the upper and lower jaw, cheekbones, temporal bones, and tooth alignment.
Just like Gibson said, that means there are limits to the size of the people that they can snatch.
That's right. The limits of the mechanism mean that they can't snatch children, the elderly, or people who are very tall or heavy. And this is where the artificial muscles attach.
Is it organic?
No, it appears to be coated with a type of plastic gel capable of mechanical response. Like human muscles, it creates mechanical energy through chemical reactions. And this is where the artificial skin is attached. In order to prevent the synthetic cells, developed using biotechnological protein design techniques, from rejecting the inorganic material below, they attach it gradually over a number of days.
And this is the stuff that gets cancer if they stay out in the sun too long.
Finally, they attach body and scalp hair. The process involves transplant of synthetic hair follicles as well, so the hair will grow back if it's lost.
What about scars or birthmarks?
It would appear that they make those adjustments at this point in the process, as they would for wrinkles to simulate age.
Very interesting. So they cannot mimic fat people. That's very interesting. Even though the first guy to the right definitely looks like he's a little bit fat. Very interesting. Look at the area. A computer terminal is installed on each preservation cylinder. There are tubes and wires running all over the place. Please watch your step. Look at the terminal. These terminals must all be connected to a host computer which monitors conditions inside each of the cylinders. What if Alpha 1 was the cause of all of that? Alpha 1 was actually a Snatcher. It was like an artificial intelligence that's controlling all of that. That might make sense. The monitors are all displaying various data and charts. Alright, let's investigate the cylinder. Pretty much everything. The ceiling as well. We're gonna be able to investigate the ceiling. These cylinders are used to culture the Snatcher's artificial skin, and their structures are submerged within them. They are constructed with a special reinforced glass. It would require quite a bit of effort to break. Well, again, that means that we cannot do anything, huh? Won't be able to set up a bomb. Or override the power to make things explode? I wonder. Alright, let's investigate the ceiling. It appears that weak ultraviolet lights are being projected from above. Why is that? Some sort of a sterilization? Yeah, I did talk about sterilization, right? And probably in the previous recording. This is really advanced, way beyond anything we saw at Queen's Hospital. It appears that ultraviolet rays are being generated. Investigate the area. The whole area is protected as a clean room. There is a door at the far end of the room. But even, by the way, even the ultraviolet rays that are used, you know, to be used effectively to be sterilized is actually still pretty dangerous to the skin. So that actually doesn't make sense, especially for for snatchers that are quite easily affected by the ultraviolet lights in general. So that overall here, it doesn't make sense at all. It doesn't make sense that this is something that's actually installed here. The whole area is protected as a clean room. There is a door at the far end of the room. It appears that weak ultraviolet rays are being projected from above. Look at the area. This is very sophisticated equipment. I'm surprised at the advanced level of the facility they have constructed. I wonder where they're getting their funding from. That is something that I actually wondered at one point. They're probably supplying their financial backers with Snatchers as well. Where are they gonna make like pizza doughs or something? What the hell haven't I say? Mamma mia, pizzeria. I am not coming from Siberia. I am coming from Italy. Mamma mia, Italian Snatcher. This is very sophisticated equipment. I'm surprised at the advanced level of the facility they have constructed. Damn, Mussolini's still alive? He was the one that made the Snatchers? Goddamn. Oh, it all makes sense then. It was Mussolini. Investigate the door. It's locked, but I should be able to open it from this side. Cool. It's set so that it cannot be opened from the inside. What? That doesn't make sense at all.